goodness, it sounds awesome. Okay guys, so I hope you can hear me. My camera's mic set up. It's the first time I've done this, so I'm not sure if the angle's right or if you can even hear me at all. But I couldn't wait till March. I have to get out on this beast. So this will be my first ride of my beautiful GSX-R750. I've had it a few weeks now, but I haven't been out on it because of the English weather, which is absolutely awful. I do envy you guys over in America who can just ride and ride and ride. Oh, let's get on this. So it's been over 20 years since I've done this. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous, frightened and all the rest of it. Let's try it out. Oh my god, it's a beautiful bike. I absolutely love this bike. So what is it then? How do I do this? So clutch in, so it's first gear's down, and then do I just keep going down another 3 times until I get to 4th? Yeah, just kidding. Right, it's going to be a very short ride this. I don't want to go too far, and just to let you know, it's 4 degrees here. It's bloody freezing, but the sun's out, it looks lovely. So I'm just going to have a quick ride down to Himley. Oh, there we go, first gear. Let's try the clutch. Where am I on the clutch? Oh, there you go, that's not too bad. Right, I don't want it in beast mode, so I'm just going to put it in A mode. No, I'm not. B mode, that's the one. Boring mode, that's where we want it. Just till I get used to the bike. And let's see if we can go. Oh my god, I'm moving. Oh, it's well scary. Well scary. I was going to do this on a car park somewhere, but obviously I've got to get to the car park, so I thought I might as well just jump in head first rather than do that. That's better. I had the thing over my mouth. Okay, so let's see if I can remember all the lessons taught to me when I learnt as a kid. Oh, here we go. Wow, man. Wow. Oh, it comes back to you so fast. The feeling of riding is just, oh, it's sublime. If you guys are thinking of doing this, getting yourself a bike or getting back on a bike now you're a little bit older, oh, I would absolutely recommend it. I've been looking forward to this day for so long. Oh, I managed to get down to first. Oh, yes. Haven't stalled it yet, which is good. The roads look really slippy, so I've got to be extra careful. But the bike feels really good, really stable. Don't do it. Oh, corner. There we go, round the corner. I cannot wait for the summer to get out on this thing. I really cannot wait. So Forgive me if I'm not going to talk for a lot for a while. I'm really trying to concentrate here. I haven't done this for a hell of a long time. Oh, corner, gotta sort my corners out. And a drain on the corner, my goodness. Okay, indicators were quite easy to get to. I didn't have to stretch too far for them. The clutch is, the lever on the clutch though is really far out. I can just about get my fingertips on it to pull it in. So where's neutral? There's neutral. Oh, I'm in neutral. Hey. Right, let's go. On this horrible right hand bend. Not looking forward to this. Oh dear me. Slippy as hell. Probably not the best day to go out, but if I don't go out on it, it's just going to sit in the shed for a couple of months. And that's not why I bought it. Oh, can you hear that? I hope this is all coming through on the mic. It sounds absolutely gorgeous, this bike does. Listen to that. That was scary. Thank you for stopping, sir. I'm into third gear, look. It's very windy. Wow. Even in B mode it's got some torque, serious torque on it. Stay out of the mud. Wow, my goodness. These bikes have come on such a long way since I had my Honda. So the last bike that I owned was an M-Reg Honda CBR 600F. I bought it just on looks alone when I was a kid, and it was a mistake because I'm only 5'8½", something like that, and I could just about tippy-toe on that bike. So I bought the wrong bike back then. I had it about 3 years and I loved it, but I kept dropping it from a standing start, which is obviously not good. This bike, I can flat foot it and my legs are not dead straight, they're bent. So that's why, one of the reasons why I wanted this GSX-R is because of that. Oh god, the suspension's quite tough on it, I'll tell you that. So I may have to get the suspension looked at and get it set up for my weight. Oh god, this is scary. Ooh, there we go. Haven't fell off it yet. Let's get in here and have a look. Where are we going to park? Oh, speed bumps. Wow, it's amazing how fast it all comes back to you. I can't believe it. The front brake's fine, I'm grabbing that fine. The back brake, I'm using that quite a lot. That's fine on my feet. The gear lever's in pretty much the right position. It's just, it must be the bike, it's just so easy to ride. It's absolutely wonderful. Wow, I'm so in love with this bike, you wouldn't believe it. If I ever did anything to this bike, oh, it would destroy me, it really would. Get past these nice people. So this is Himley Hall, which is just down the road from my house. It's a beautiful little place this, if you ever get to come around here. There's a little waterfall up there, you can climb up into the cliffs, and there's caves. Lovely place. See if I can get the camera around there. And if I remember right, I can pull up just here, maybe annoy the residents if there are any. Oh, there's cars in here, which is a big shame. Oh, that's a shame. I was going to pull up in there and maybe get some pictures of the bike. See if there's anywhere else to go. I don't think there is here. I think it'll be dark around the back, so it's so easy to push around on your feet, this bike is. It's just the most perfect combination for me. It's a little bit forward, so there's quite a lot of weight on my wrists, so I'll have to get used to that. So I'm not sure how long I could ride it for before my wrists have had enough. But it's so, oh, it's cold, so easy to push around. I suppose I could go down here by the waterfall. What do you think? It doesn't look good here. There's lots of people as well. Wow, slow manoeuvring is very simple. It's just, I'm hardly wobbling at all. No, this road's horrible. Clutch is mighty fine. It's hard though. The clutch is difficult. I'm having to reach right out just to grab the lever, so I might have to get some shorter levers on here. Otherwise I think in traffic that's gonna really do my head in and probably stop me riding for longer. I'll have to keep taking more breaks to rest my hands and stuff. Just let these people go. There's not really many places here to stop. Unless I want to sit on a car park, which is boring. So look down where the ice cream truck is. Oh, it's so easy to ride, guys. I mean, wow. I thought I'd be all over the place. It's just so simple. Just breezes. I know he wants to be doing like 150 mile an hour and been screaming up the revs, but I'm not really into that. I'm just into riding. And you know, people who've got bikes, I'm not a bike snob. I just love all kinds of bikes. My friend has got a Triumph Bonneville, which is just a fantastic bike, and I'm looking forward to going out with him. Maybe March, April time. Managed to get neutral, my god. Do you think they'd mind if I went down there? Do you think I'll get kicked out? Shall I go find out? I don't want to hurt anyone, I just want to go and get some pictures somewhere. There's a nice lake here. They have some boats on there, but there's a great walk around the back, which takes you up to the Baggeridge Country Park. Wow, I'm doing what, 4 miles an hour, and it's so easy to balance, so easy. Look at these kids learning to ride. I'm not supposed to be on this path. So I'll probably get told off at some point. This is where my son learnt to ride his bike. We put him on his little bike, like these kids, and pushed him off, and away he went, and it was absolutely marvellous. He loved it, never fell off it. And away he went, and then he had freedom. Freedom. Get a lot of funny looks. Lovely places. I've been here many times with the kids, walking around and exploring through the forests up there when they were younger. It was fantastic. So I thought it'd be the ideal place to come and start, because it's just down the road from my house. I thought there was a nice little place here I could maybe pull up, but not really. I don't think. I'm not going in all that mud. No chance. And there's a lot of people here. It'll feel very awkward. Man, this is so easy to ride, guys. If you're thinking about getting one of these or a 600, my god, you could do a lot worse, I can tell you that. So we've got some sun here. Wow. That was just awesome. Scary, but absolutely awesome. Let's have a look at it. Whew, it's very cold. Can't get out that gate. That's not a bad bike, is it? Always wanted one of these bikes when I was a kid. Then never got one, and then as I grew up, got married, the kids came along, I got rid of the bike that I used to have, and still always wanted one of these. And now the kids are older and looking after themselves, really. I thought now was probably the best time to do it, so I did it. I went out and I found, it took me 6 months, but I found this, and I'm so glad I did. Might take some pictures now. I can get my gloves off. There's a fair few people here in this weather as well. I mean, it's a beautiful sunny day, but man, it's cold. It's really cold. I'm not cold on the bike though, I've got to admit. These clothes, they're doing great stuff. Right then, that was a beautiful stop in the sun. Let's get off ski and do a little more riding. Do you think I'll be able to get through that gap just there? Look. See this gap? So I don't annoy everybody up the path. What do you reckon? Ooh. Right, how do we do this again? Do that. Do that. Do that. Oh, what a way! Let's go see what we can see. I don't know if I'll get through there, but let's have a go. Oh, that's tight, isn't it? might be too tight. Should try it. I want to hit the exhaust or anything. Am I through? Yes! Made it! Okay, let's have another go at that, shall we? Am I recording? Yes! I'm in B mode, boring mode. Wow. Can't tell you how this feels, man. It's just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable feeling. And a feeling I haven't felt for many years. Nope, don't do it. This is an awkward turn, man. I should have probably got up the path. Right. Holy cack. That was scary. Let's go around the block a little bit. Wow. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of wowing, guys. Dear. This is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Beautiful day, beautiful bike. What more could one ask for? Another one over there. Hello. Clunky first gear. Oh, big left turn. Oh, I don't like it. Scary. My goodness, it sounds awesome. Wow. What a beautiful sound. Well done, Suzuki. Beautiful sound. So much torque. So I went for the 750 instead of the 600. The 600's a little bit screamy for me, you know. It loves to be high up the revs and whee! Whereas these are just they've got a lot more mid-range, so you can sort of poodle about town on them without too much problem. But I believe they're still in the 600 frame, so they're nice and small. I can touch the floor on it no problem. I can maneuver it around no problem. That was I think that was the first roundabout I've been round, was it? Was that the first roundabout? It's been a couple of weeks full of firsts. So as you've probably seen from my other couple of vids, if you managed to get them, watch them, I have done some things to this bike before I've even rode it. So because it's only done 1,000 miles and it's a 2016, so this bike was probably sitting in a garage for a little while, so I knew the battery would probably be shot or not very good. So one of the first things I did was I put a new battery in it when I got one from Halfords. I took the old battery with me and they tested it and they said it had absolutely had it. So I made the right decision there. So I put a little battery in and it's been fine. The bike's got some new shoes, so it still had the same tyres on it that it had when it came out the factory. So I've put some new tyres on it, which I believe are Pirelli P4s or something like that. I'll mention it in another video. or let you have a look. I've had some crash protectors put on it. So with the tyres, there's a mobile mechanic by me who came out to do the tyres. He did them on my drive, fantastic. And the same with the crash protectors, my friend put those on. They're the R&G frame sliders, and I've also put some paddock stand bobbins on the back, so I can put it on the paddock stand if it's going to be sitting for a little while. And what else did I do? I think, oh, listen to that. Sorry, I'm talking too much. I talk a lot when I get nervous, so thank you. Nice man. Stopped in a stupid place, but don't think there's anything else I've done. I put some knee protectors on the tank, which I don't like. I'm going to be replacing those in the summer, I think, to stop my knees scratching the paint, because I've noticed this paint, I mean, it's totally unmarked, this bike, but already there's a few little micro scratches on the tank from where my knee's been. So yeah, I got some tank protectors on there. Wow, just listen to it hum. And as I said before, you guys in America who can just ride and ride and ride, you're so lucky. You know, over here in the UK we have to sort of plan everything around the weather, because it can change from one minute to the next. But today, even though it's 4 degrees out, 4 or 5 degrees, there was frost on the roads this morning, by midday it's pretty much burnt off, but it's still very, very cold here. But I've got to be honest, I haven't felt the cold at all while I've been on this bike. These Alpine Stars gloves are very good at keeping the cold out. The trousers I've got, the Oxford trousers and jacket, are very good. They're lined, and the boots and the socks I've got some Alpine Star boots which are really warm, and the socks I've got on are really warm and fluffy as well. So I haven't yet felt the cold. Sure, that would change if I was doing 50 or 60 mile an hour on an A road somewhere for a while. I bet the cold had cut through my fingers then. But at the minute, nice and warm, no problems at all. But be careful on these new tyres. I mean, the road's already slippy, and the last thing I want to do is hit some ice with new tyres on as well. That'd be just awful, wouldn't it? Wow, so easy to rev match this bike when you're changing gears. So simple. How are they this good, guys? My CBR wasn't this good. I mean, I loved it, it was a fantastic bike, but man, it wasn't this smooth. This is just butter, smooth as butter. Very hard though, the suspension's really stiff. I think one of the best upgrades you can get when you first get your bike is to get the suspension sorted for your weight, because it comes as standard. You know, they've set it to the standard suspension settings because the shop don't know how big the next ride is going to be or how small. So, well, that was a big bump. It's nice to know that I haven't forgot any of the things I learned as a kid. So, you know, avoid the drains, stand up a little off the seat when you go over the big bumps. But what I am struggling with at the moment is turning. I'm a little bit wary of going around the corners, which is to be expected, I suppose. But I don't want to get too over cautious, because then, you know, I'll cause myself another problem. But yeah, I've got to get some short levers on this. The levers are very far out, and they do tire after a bit. I've only been going for 5 minutes. My left hand's already tiring, reaching for the clutch. So yeah, got to get some shorty levers on it. What else could I do to it? It's already got a Yoshi exhaust on it. I think it's an R11. That came standard at the factory, so that's bloody, sounds beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Could get a smoke screen on there. Actually like the way it looks at the minute, to be honest, so don't know whether that'd be a good that was a big bump. Don't know whether that'd be a good upgrade or something maybe get in the summer. Yeah, gotta sort the suspension out. Boom boom boom. It's very hard. The gears are so easy. I mean, I'm in third gear now, doing 16 mile an hour down to second, neutral first. It's just bloody marvellous, absolutely marvellous, this bike. I might go around again actually. It's the first ride I've had, I'm all excited. Oh, I hate this corner. I hate this corner in a car, let alone a bike. Wow, it just glides along. It has no problems whatsoever. Whatever you're doing, it's wow, it's so special, this bike. So very special. I really hope this is coming across on the mic I've got, because it'd be a shame if this was wasted now. Wow. So what else can I say really? If you're a new rider like me, so I'm classing myself as, you know, a new rider at this point. I've probably got 5% ability as opposed to, you know, the bike's got 100%. I'm probably at 5%, 10%. Obviously I've had a little bit of experience when I was a kid, but if you've gone through your test and, you know, everything's fine, then go out, find your bike, you know, have a little test drive on it or sit on it in the shop. When you find the bike that you want, there's some great videos online which, you know, teach you little things, things to watch out for, you know, side roads and people just sitting there waiting to pull out. You know, just keep away from everyone. So once you get out on the road, if you just keep away from everything, then you shouldn't have any problems at all. And all this talk about, you know, get a small bike first, don't get a big bike, well, why not? It's all in the right hands. So I've got a 750 here, which I believe has got about 146 or something horsepower at the crank and probably 130 at the wheel. I'll have to look that up. But I'm in, well, let's get it up to 6th. I'm in 6th gear and I'm doing 34 miles an hour, and it is happy as Larry, just like I am. It's all in your right wrist. So if you respect the power and you respect the, you know, the size of the bike you've got, keep away from cars in front of you, keep away from everything. Just ride your own ride within your own limits. You'll have no problems at all. I mean, I've got a car, I don't know whether you can see that, but it's right up my backside, and you've only got to flick it and you're away. You know, you can get rid of that car within half a second. You're 300 yards in front of him. So you can do it always. Keep back from the car in front, keep away from the right lane, avoid the drains obviously. The problems you do run into if you're riding really slow on a bike and people are in the cars, they just want to get somewhere, you know, that's when you could run into problems, because you could be holding people up and that could be getting frustrated. So do what I do, pick some quiet roads to learn and just ride your own ride. I mean, he was up my arse, that car, but she hasn't got anywhere. She's still sitting at a red light, so it didn't really do anything for her. But still, you don't want to be anywhere near people like that. Yeah, especially people like that. Trying to figure out how to get my visor up with the camera there, which is proving to be very difficult. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm enjoying every second of this, guys. Every second. I cannot wait to get out on the open road in the summer with my buddies, meet new people, get to new places. Absolutely fantastic. Noise this thing makes is just right, just enough. Wow. There you go, 6th gear at 40 mile an hour. What's wrong with that? Nothing. It's absolutely wonderful. Bike seems to be enjoying it as well. No spluttering, no problems at all from what I can see. Gears performing well. You know, I'm doing all right. This bike would would love a better rider, but I'm all it's got at the minute, so we're going to have to learn this thing together. What a beautiful bike. There's no better bike in my opinion. If you're into super sports, yeah, you can get a litre bike. Why bother? You're never ever gonna get the most out of a litre bike. It's big and heavy and it's got a lot of power. You will never get up to the mark on a litre bike. You'll just do the best you can. The bike could do so much more. You get yourself a 600 or a 750, you could, you know, on the track, wring its neck and have so much more fun. Even on a 400, take a 400 to a track, wow, you have so much fun on those little bikes, because you can wring the neck of them and get absolutely every bit of performance out of them. This bike on a track, I would never get the most out of it. A better rider would, but there's no way I would ever get anywhere near 100% on this. So I wanted this more for touring. I want to go and see a lot of places if I can stand the bad neck and the bad wrists. But that's down to me, you know. I owe it to the bike to lose a bit of weight, and I owe it to myself as well, so I'm going to be trying to do that. I'm going to try and get my fitness up a little bit. Try and get my neck sorted. I've had a problem with my neck for a little while now, and obviously this will make it a lot worse, looking up all the time. I can already feel it in the base of my neck, but that's because I'm old, guys, you know. You're a young lad getting on one of these, wow, you would never want to sell it. You would want to keep it forever. Yeah, thank you. Wow, okay, loving it, loving it, loving it. Yep, all in your right wrist, guys. Big bike or small bike, you can ride it at your own pace. It doesn't matter how fast the bike is, it's all down to you. So you're in control of it, bike's not in control of you. You ride within your limits, just like I am now, and you'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, so I was saying there's some things to watch out for. So some great videos on YouTube, you know, head to corner, head to stop without stalling and then pulling off again, things like that. And if you want to look at the dangers of riding on the road, if you have a look at Dan the Fireman, I think that's his channel name, he goes through a number of scenarios and shows you what could have been done to avoid it. So he shows you a few crashes and a few low-siders and some quite big crashes as well. And he goes through, I think he used to be a fireman, he's seen these crashes so many times. If you start listening to people like that who've been there and done it and know exactly what could happen to you. I guarantee you'll be a better rider for it, and you'll know the dangers before, you know, you'll see things happening before they even progress into something bad, and you'll be able to avoid them. So I've been watching a lot of Dan the fireman, and I'm really grateful for that guy. If he's watching, thanks a lot, Dan, and peace and respect to you, buddy. You've helped me a hell of a lot. So yeah, for a new rider, if you see some roads on the right and left, you'll learn all this on your test. What you should do, always be looking down those roads. So you're going straight, always be looking at what could be popping out at you. That guy there thought he was going to turn, decided not to, didn't tell anyone, he just did his own thing. I was nowhere near him, so I knew something was up when he was slowing down. Nowhere near him, just stay away and you'll be absolutely fine. He turned then and put his indicator on after he'd turned. It doesn't matter, guys, don't get annoyed with them, just ride your own ride, stay out of the way. Big bump. I don't know, those are my little tips. Seems to be working alright for me at the moment. But listen to this bike, woohoo! I'm still not cold, my fingers are not cold, my knees are not cold, I can feel the heat off the engine through my ankles, so that's rather nice. Man stopped in the middle of the road to let a pedestrian through, why not? Just keep them peeled, keep them peeled, you'll be fine. Anyway, what am I talking about? I don't know what I'm on about. I'm a new rider. What advice can I possibly offer you? Well, I screwed that one up. It's got a slipper clutch on it or something. That's changed without clutching. No. Oh, I'll have to look for that. Can I go down? No. I might be able to go down. Absolutely not. Oh, this road's awful. There you go, there's a car pulling out, look. Don't know if you see me or not. Just be in a position to stop if you ever need to. I remember having quite a lot of people pull out on me when I was a kid. It used to scare the life out of me, but then I got used to sort of reacting before I even got to those junctions if there's people sitting there, and then I was fine. So let's get on home. It's just up here. Should we go up through the village, say hello to people? Wow, God, that sounds good. Wow, man, I really don't know what to say. Screwed that up. God, I dread to think what A mode is like on this bike. I mean, I think B mode's something like more engine braking and, what is it, 65% power or something like that? I'm sure you guys will correct me. And I cannot imagine pulling this bike in second and pinning it in A mode. I just cannot imagine that at the moment. It just seems so incredibly torquey and fast. Don't do it. Seating position's great. I mean, I am a bit more lean forward than I thought I'd be, but I seem to be coping quite well with it in my old age. Neck's not though, but I've got to sort my neck out anyway. Maybe get a new one. Get an ostrich neck. Be fine. Look, he's going to pull out, isn't he? No, he's not. That was the same van, wasn't it? He went a different way. How greasy the roads are. I don't know if you can see that. That's so greasy. Probably not a good idea to come out today on new tyres, but what am I going to do? I can't just leave it in the shed. Pulling off on a hill without putting my feet down. Wow, managed to balance that just right. I'll tell you what, it's so easy to ride. It's incredible. I thought I was going to struggle with all kinds of things on this, but it's perfect. What a perfect bike for me. If I were you, if you were looking to get another bike of some sort and you're a bit scared of a litre bike, I would get the newest, lowest mileage 600 or 750 GSX-R you can find on the market. Absolutely would. It's exactly what I did. It took me 6 months to find this, and it was worth every minute of waiting. Hey buddy. Yeah, probably not a good idea to run pedestrians over on my first ride out at all. Let's just back this in here. It is extremely easy to push around, this is. I used to really struggle with my CBR. Like I say, I dropped it a fair few times, but this I'm flat footing. Wow, no problem at all. What a perfect bike. What a good decision to buy it. Stand down. And there you go, guys. That's my GSX-R750. Tried and tested a little bit. Got to get the suspension done. But my God, what an awesome bike. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you maybe in the next Motovlog. We might be going out tomorrow yet, don't know. If we do, then obviously I'll record, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.